I'm Alex Miceli, and this is my one take. Where am I? That's the question. Well, obviously you know I'm overseas. I'm standing on the 8th tee at Gullin number 2. Unbelievable. If you get a chance, remember, unbelievable. Of course, the U.S. Walker Cup team was unbelievable, don't you think? 15.5 to 10.5, 8 to 2 in the singles on Sunday. That was I can't say kicking, but yeah, I can. I can say ass kicking, can't I? Well, I'm going to say ass kicking because that's what it was. Unbelievable by that team. You know, I don't know where you go with something like that. I think really where you go, and it reminded me of Medina when Ian Poulter finished off the U.S. team in the last grouping on Saturday, getting a point. That point was huge, even though they were 4 down. John Pack, Florida State guy, did the same thing on Saturday in the foursomes. Got a point. Hadn't led for 17 holes, wins the 18th hole, gets that point. U.S. is only down 2, 7-5, and from there, well, it's history. This is what John Pack had to say about that.
I was watching the leaderboard throughout the whole day and saw a lot of blue colors on that leaderboard, and I knew that we needed a few more points coming down the stretch, and I was down my whole entire match and never led a hole, and the emotions just came out on 17 and 18. Hitting that putt and making it, you could really tell that I was fired up, and I knew my team needed that, so I knew how much that all meant.
Great job by Nathaniel Crosby. Great job by the 10 guys from the United States team. They deserve a ticker tape parade. You remember the days when you get ticker tape parade when you played well over here? Well, Bobby Jones, 2 ticker tape parades. Why? British Amateur. Well, I can't say British Amateur, it's the Amateur. The Open twice. Big deal back then in the 30s, right? Ben Hogan, 53. Great job at Carnoustie. The only time he really played the British Open. Oh, sorry, Open Championship. Another ticker tape parade. Why shouldn't the U.S. get a ticker tape parade? Well, they're not going to. Why doesn't Lee 6 get a ticker tape parade? Well, we don't do ticker tape parades anymore, even in South Korea. But believe me, as you can see here, Lee 6 got a huge reception after returning from winning the U.S. Women's Open back in South Korea. First time back after the victory. Well, one person I know that doesn't deserve a ticker tape parade, even Lee 6 did, is Matt Kuchar. What are you doing, Matt? What could you be thinking, Matt? What was the official that was standing over you thinking, Matt? Matt, don't you know you've gotten enough bad press? Just go up and hit the shot. I mean, I saw Lee Westwood say, well, let me think. If I was playing with my mates, I might have just tossed him a tee. I mean, that's what it looked like. He was doing gardening in that bunker, for goodness sakes. Matt, I understand it might be legal, but is it right? That's the question. Legal, but right. Poor Matt Kuchar. Just can't get it. Just can't figure it out. By the way, Porsche European Open winner, Paul Casey. Where'd that come from? I don't know. But anyways, Paul Casey, congratulations. Matt Kuchar, I know what to say. All right. So that was what's happened. Now let's talk about what's going to happen. Solheim Cup. I talked to a lot of Brits over here, and their feeling is very similar to mine. This isn't the best 2 teams you could put together, is it? Is this what it's come down to for Europe and the United States to have these teams? If you look at the world rankings, there are so many players that are not here, which makes you wonder if we shouldn't be doing something else, LPGA and LET. Should we not be thinking about other players from other countries being involved in this event? It's a great event. It could be greater. Sounds like a Trump line, I'm sorry. It could be greater though, couldn't it? If we start bringing some of the Canadian players, players from South America, players from Asia, for gosh sakes. Let's think about it after this time round. Let's sit down and really think about ways to do that, because if you want this event to be the best it can be, you have to do that. Congratulations, USA Walker Cup team. Just a great job. It's unfortunate that no one could really watch it on television because the R&A was penny pinching with their money. That's another thought. How is it that the R&A could not spend the $200,000 or $300,000 to broadcast the Walker Cup? Aren't we talking about growing the game? Doesn't the Walker Cup grow the game? Where did we lose that, R&A? Did we lose it over some money? Is that what it is? I mentioned in a story that I wrote at Morning Read on Monday that we should go GoFundMe, and I got a lot of people writing back saying, no, we should not be doing GoFundMe. Yes, we should. If that's what is required, that's what we should do. I'm not saying take the money away from the hurricane victims in Bermuda or anything, or the Bahamas or anything else. What I'm saying is that if you're a golf fan and you want to pay for it, let's pay for it if that's what it's going to take. Luckily, when we go to Seminole in May of 2021, we don't have to worry about that because USGA was smart enough to remember that in the contract when negotiating with Fox. All right, I'm pooped, I'm tired. I got a lot of holes to go. Thanks a lot for watching. Solheim Cup coverage this week. You'll hear from me there. And then the BMW Championship, which I've never been to, and I can't wait to get back to Wentworth. I'm Alex Miceli, and I'm out.